Hey folks, welcome to Girl Talk. You might be wondering where we are. What a beautiful set. Christmas is in the air. The holidays are here. They certainly feel like it. Well, we are here at Klein's Floral and Greenhouses, and what a beautiful place this time of year.
You know, I think this is sort of the best of both worlds because we have Christmas all around us and yet we're warm inside the greenhouses.
I know, it is. It's perfect. We've even got, we're pretending it's summer in here, aren't we, Janet?
We are.
We're in denial.
It's fabulous.
So we got the sweater.
Yeah, I know. But I'm really excited because later in the show, not only are we going to talk a little bit about some of the fabulous things here at the greenhouse this time of year, but Sue is going to show us how to do a winter container. So we've had her talk to us a little bit about this in the past. It's been a while, but she's actually going to demonstrate how simple it is that you can do this yourself.
I love watching her put these things together because she makes it look effortless.
Right.
And it happens like that.
I
and
know.
You're like, I want one.
Yours may take
belongs in my apartment.
It may take you longer than 4 or 5 minutes that it takes Sue. She's been doing this maybe a little while.
Right.
It's in her blood and the bones, right?
Yeah, everything looks really nice. Love the decorations.
And what good timing too, because I just did empty out some containers outdoors. I don't know if the container she's doing will be indoor or outdoor, but I do have some empty pots now, and
Now you know what to do.
Yeah, I've
Well, you
killed like
will know
3
it.
or 4 that are still hanging out, so maybe I should empty my containers as well.
Yes, you and your brown thumb.
Yeah.
I'm with you too. I need every little bit of advice I can get from Sue along the way. So
Yes.
good thing we're here for that. But I just actually love being here and shopping little gifts. I always get Christmas gift ideas while I'm here.
you really can't go wrong with, especially a floral item. I really feel like you can't go wrong. Even these, something as simple as a poinsettia. What a great gift for just anybody, a neighbor, a friend. I'll take one.
A hostess. It's a great hostess gift too. So, okay, we've gushed long enough. I think we'll talk to Sue later, and it'll be a lovely, lovely segment as it always is with her. We've got a great show all around, though. We're going to be chatting with a few folks. Ironstone Nest is always lovely to have. We usually talk to Miss Laura, but Derek is joining us today, who is her partner in crime in literally every way, husband and business partner. And he's going to have some great tips about repairing some old furniture and repurposing, and he's just wonderful, so I'm excited for that.
Right. Yeah, last time we chatted with them, we learned about milk paint, and this time we're switching gears and letting Derek lead us on into the repair stuff. And
Yeah, he's kind of the fix-it guy, right?
Right.
He's got
I
that
really appreciate
mindset.
how passionate he is about repairs and like the quality of repairs, and I mean giving advice. They do it all over there.
Yeah,
They can just
agreed.
help you out.
If you haven't been to the Ironstone Nest, they're over in Sun Prairie, and it is worth the trip no matter what side of town you're on, because it is absolutely beautiful and inspiring, and they have classes and all kinds of great things. And let's not forget, after the break, we're really excited to talk to Miss Melanie, who is Madison Medium. She's Melanie Fritz. She's a psychic medium, and this is get rid of any stigma or anything that you may have had about a medium. Things are really changing, I think, in terms of perception, and what an amazing healing experience she can provide to people in all different walks of life, whether you're needing help with something small or even a tragic loss. So that's going to be next here on Girl Talk at Klein's, so stick around. Hey folks, welcome back to Girl Talk. We are still sitting here at the gorgeous Klein's Floral and Greenhouses, and it is just such a beautiful day. The fall sun is coming in, and a perfect time for us to talk a little bit about healing and some of the wonderful gifts that Miss Melanie Fritz brings to us. So Melanie is with Madison Medium. She's a psychic medium, and we've been talking to her a little bit over the last couple of months and really trying to learn a little bit more about what she does and how she can help you and help others, and how she has helped some of the folks here on Girl Talk. And Melanie, we're so glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm
Thanks
happy
for
to be
joining
here.
us. So specifically what I want to do for viewers at home is talk a little bit about how your gift can really help people out there. And I really want to know about some specific examples, maybe some more extreme examples of healing.
Absolutely. I would say the most extreme examples usually transpire when, for example, a mother has lost a child. That used to be one of my fears when I first started was just not knowing how this gift works exactly. There's no handbook to follow.
Yeah, there's not
you
a
know,
manual,
exactly,
right?
exactly, and just hoping that it went as good as it could each time. And I was faced with that pretty early on, and it's always gone remarkably well. But taking a mother from really just truly feeling like she's never going to see her child again to hearing from them and having them bring forward specific examples surrounding what that mother said to them just before she passed even, you know?
So you actually had a mother that had a tragic loss.
Yes.
That reached out to you.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about what you were able to do. I mean, what an intense thing to go through. How
Right.
did you bring her back to
She
feeling
was
good?
in a really, really bad place and really was not wanting to be here anymore. And she came to me last year, and as she sat with me, her son was able to show us and I drew a very specific urn that she had picked out from him. I believe it was made of sand at that point in time, which, I mean, there aren't many urns obviously made of sand. That's
Right.
crazy, which is why it was so meaningful when we were able to show her that he knew that.
And maybe why that stood out to you.
Exactly.
Too, because it was so unique.
Exactly. And he was able to also tell her, answer some questions she had about the case specifically. He had died tragically, and the police were involved, and she had one side of the story, and her son was able to affirm through me that yes, indeed, she was correct. That wasn't the entire story, which the police reports later proved. So it was nice for her. Yes.
Isn't that interesting?
But just knowing that her son was with her, continued to be with her, was huge, for sure.
So how reliable is your ability to connect?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I would say at this point in time, I've done about 600 readings, and it's been 5 years. I'm still a baby in this field. And so, but out of all of those readings, there have been 2 times that I have not been able to connect.
Really?
Yes. And there is a difference between spirits that cross over and spirits that are earthbound or choose to stay here for a short time. My negative experiences have always been with earthbound spirits for whatever reason, those that have unfinished business or have not gone to the light.
Sure. So what's the difference?
Spirits that are earthbound have chosen to stay here. It is always a choice. It's not that they're turned away for whatever reason. Maybe they're afraid of what lies ahead, or they didn't have a lot of faith, but they choose, or they're tied to someone even still here they care for, but they choose to stay here, and they do maintain the same personality they have in life. When they choose to stay. So it's harder to connect with them or to communicate with them. If they don't want to listen, or to speak up, they won't. But when they have crossed over, Spirit knows what you need to hear to heal. They want to help you move forward, and those sessions are the most healing and profound.
That's crazy.
How interesting is this? And let's talk a little bit about just for folks at home who want to get in touch with you, because we're just really getting the tip of the iceberg in terms of topics we want to cover with you and how you can help people. But what's the best way for somebody to kind of get started if they're not familiar with using a medium, or really just how that works? Yeah,
I offer group readings, and I find those to be the best for people that just kind of want to dip their foot in the water. I try to do at least one a month, most months out of the year, I would say. And that is usually a group of 10 people sits together for a couple of hours, and I literally bounce around the room identifying every person and giving them information from the person that they wish to connect to most. So I let them choose who we connect to. I do not just allow whoever wants to come through to come through. I do try to go specifically to whoever will offer them the most healing in that short time that we have together.
Wow, that's a great way to kind of just get a quick overview and kind of maybe feel more comfortable as you're coming into something that's maybe unusual for them.
Agreed.
So, well, Melanie, thank you so much for sharing just such a small little bit of what you do and some of your stories. We really appreciate having you. We'll have you back, so thanks a bunch.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is Melanie Fritz with Madison Medium. We're going to be right back with more Girl Talk here at Klein's Floral.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. While Christmas is in the air, we are filming at Klein's Floral and Greenhouses. Later we'll talk with Sue and see what's in store for Christmas and so much more. But we turn our discussion next to refurbishing, repairing furniture and that sort of thing. With us we have Derek Diston. He's with the Ironstone Nest. They're in Sun Prairie. Derek, thanks for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having me.
Lovely environment here,
Fabulous.
isn't it? Christmas is truly around the corner. So you've come today to talk to us about repairs of furniture before maybe you refinish or refurbish or whatever. You even got some of your
Some
tools
supplies.
and things here. What are the most common repairs that you see needed in found items or interesting items, I guess?
I would say that I see probably 3 basic types of problems when people bring in furniture for us. With chairs, there tends to be a lot of broken spindles or stretchers between the legs, and that just happens with time. You know, you sit down on a chair, eventually you're going to have enough pressure applied to it. It's going to start displacing some of those stretchers. Drawers are another big thing, especially wood constructed pieces, so the older dressers, the older desks.
Are those the kind where the joints are dovetailed?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And then a lot of times, instead of being on like metal glides or slides, they're actually on a wooden glide inside.
I've
And-
seen that.
I
Right.
have a problem with one of mine at home. Yeah.
And that's very common because over time you start to wear down on that wood. I mean, wood's a natural product. It's going to deteriorate over
course.
time. That throws the drawer also out of whack, which then leads to the broken dovetails, leads to faces starting to fall off, and it leads to that drawer not wanting to slide properly.
Right.
And likewise with the same wood construction type, we see a lot of wobbly legs, whether it's on desks or older tables.
Now, why do you feel it's important to repair the furniture?
Well, there's a couple different reasons for that. Obviously, first and foremost is the sentimental attachment you might have to a piece.
Sure.
So if it's grandma's secretary that she did her schoolwork on when she was younger, you don't want to get rid of that.
Absolutely.
Financial considerations. I mean, oftentimes, you know, it's more expensive to buy a new piece of furniture than it would be just to repair it.
Right.
And then there's the emotional consideration. So if you have an old piece that you refinished yourself or you purchased from us that has been refinished, it's unique. That's a statement piece. That's a piece of art. You're not going to find that at a box store.
Right,
That's
sure.
something you want to hang on to.
I guess you could also add in environmental. If you don't want to throw something into the garbage or the landfill, you could just fix her up and
Sharon.
Reduce,
Sorry.
reuse,
Of
recycle.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So can you talk to us a little bit about the differences in repairs, the quality of repairs?
Yeah, I say that there are usually 2 types of repairs that are done. There's a simple fix and there's the correct fix.
oh,
The quick
Now-
fix and the right fix.
Correct. The quick fix is not always the right fix.
Right.
And the right fix is not always a quick fix.
isn't that true in just about everything?
Exactly. But if a repair is done properly, it will restore the integrity of the piece. It will manage the functionality of the piece, and generally it should be hidden. I mean, you really shouldn't be able to see nails or screws put across something if they're done properly.
I suppose.
That
So
makes sense.
can you help guide us as to when is the right time to seek out a professional versus maybe a do-it-yourself kind of thing?
Absolutely. If you have a piece that doesn't feel right, it's creaking or making noise or is broken, that's the right time to seek something out. Not to say that you can't do a repair yourself, because there are a lot of repairs that the average person can do. People get put off by repairing something because they think that it's very difficult. The truth is, again, not every repair is going to be quick, but the repair doesn't have to be difficult.
Sure.
We can guide you through that. I love to sit down and talk with people in the store about their repairs. Advice is free. I'll dispense it freely.
That's so great about you guys.
And you love talking about it anyway, right?
I love talking.
So if I was going to do something at home, if I was going to repair something, what are some items I should have on hand?
Yeah, having the right
What should I
tools
use?
makes
Yeah.
all the difference.
Correct. And you don't need to have a full set or a full complement of a tool shop in order to do a proper repair. Obviously, basics, you want to have your protection. Eyepieces, dust masks while you're dusting. We can repair a broken spindle. I can't repair a broken eyeball.
It's true.
Basics that we carry in the store. So obviously wood fillers and wood glues are great to have around, good to have. We carry furniture wax and wax pucks, and a lot of times if that is put on a creaky or a sliding drawer, that can take the problem. A couple
I've
of
used a bar of
screwdrivers.
soap.
That's
Yeah.
fine. A couple of screwdrivers and a hammer are pretty much all that you would need.
Wow.
I love that you have
Not
this
bad.
at your shop, so you can just come in, get your advice, get your tools, and you already know the products that you're selling, and you make it easy for us.
That's what we're here for.
And so if you want some advice or to pick up some of these tools yourself, you can stop at You're in Sun Prairie, right?
Correct.
That's right. So the Ironstone Nest in Sun Prairie, if you're looking to refurbish, refinish, or fix up some of that furniture. Thanks again, Derek,
Thanks
for
for
coming
having
in.
me.
We'll be right back with more Girl Talk here at Klein's Floral and Greenhouses.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We've been promising you all episode that we were going to have Miss Sue Klein from Klein's Floral and Greenhouses show us how to do a winter container. We're going to talk lots of things holiday, but Sue, thank you so much for hosting us here.
Thank you for coming out here.
What an experience. It's been such a beautiful, lovely place to film. The decorations look great. The trees are up. It's just so festive and great. But this is what I've been looking forward to. So you're going to show us today how to make a winter container.
Yes.
And I know you're really quick, but I'll have you kind of jump right in and show us. So the cool thing about this is that really anybody can do this, right?
Absolutely.
So kind of talk us through where to begin.
So you can either use one of your containers from the summer and just cut off all the plants and leave all the soil in there, or use an empty pot. The plastic ones I like a little bit better. The ceramic might crack during winter, so you want something like that. Fill it up with some dirt, and I started with just some spruce tips here, but we're going to add a lot of other evergreens and a little bling.
And a little
bling,
yes.
absolutely. So I'm going to add some of the cedar here, and I'm going to give you some to add over on that side there. So kind of think about where you're going to put your container. This one I'm kind of making all around. If you're going to have it up against a door, you're going to make it more three-sided than all around.
Okay, and so we're just kind of sticking these in the outer circumference of the pot. Okay.
And in between the spruce tips there, and they smell delightful. I just love evergreens.
Yeah, it really does. The smell in here in general is just absolutely outstanding. We've got the row of poinsettias behind us. It's such a fabulous holiday feel. It really gets you in the spirit if you're not already there.
And these poinsettias we grow right here.
Yeah.
We grow about 4,000 of them here.
Oh my God, that's
And
outstanding. We talked a little bit about that without you, and now we get to ask you about it. So, I mean, how long does it take you? When do you start doing these?
Well, we get them in July. So this is how the size that they get after a few months, like that.
And there's just rows of poinsettias. It's
so
outstanding.
many different colors. You know, red, of course, is the traditional color, but we have all sorts of marbles and variegated ones, and pinks and creams, and soon we'll start painting poinsettias. I don't know if you remember those from last year, but we have
so beautiful.
turquoise and all sorts of fun colors.
Yeah, I
So-
remember the turquoise really stood out.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
Yeah.
And while you're kind of putting this together, let's talk a little bit about, are people still doing things out in the garden? Is that still possible
Sure, and
right now?
we've had such nice weather here, and the ground's not frozen yet, so you can still plant your spring blooming bulbs. Yep, we can put a few more of those in there. And this is a good time of the year to just clean up your yard, so then you don't have to do it in spring.
And there's less underneath all that snow and muck when you
exactly.
resurface next year, right?
Exactly. Okay, so now we're adding some pine in. I like how that looks, and with a little bit of wind,
so
it just
pretty.
kind of
I'm just winging it. I hope that's okay.
You're doing great. See?
You don't have to have a green thumb. You can do this with a little bit of help. And you actually do some wreath assembly too, don't you?
Yep, we have wreaths that are ready to go on your door. We have garland to put around doorways and garage doors.
Oh, how nice.
And then, of course, all these evergreens. So I'm going to add a little bling as well.
All right, here's where we start getting fancy.
We have all these glitter branches and all sorts of fun colors.
These are so beautiful. This really adds, talk about holiday festive spirit. That looks so cute. And these are the kinds of things you can kind of tie some of these colors in with your tree too, if you want to do that.
We have blues and champagne and green and natural colors.
You need to come and just look at the trees that they have over here. Oh my gosh, inspirational. The one we filmed in front of is beautiful, but there's the kind of blue turquoise tree that I love, and just some really beautiful ones. And let's talk a little bit about, we talked, I think, a while back, but it's been a little bit. Now, you actually do the windowsill herbs, and that's kind of becoming more and more popular. Tell us about those.
That is so fun. And, growing your own herbs is just so rewarding. Being able to, and it brings a little bit of spring or summer into your home.
And can you do this all, you can do it in the winter?
You're going to need good lighting, so make sure you have a window that has good light. But yeah, we have a lot of herbs that are really easy to grow inside during the winter, and you can use them for cooking. And
I just think that's such a great gift idea for people who are, who have a family member or who are really inclined to work out in their garden throughout the year, which you obviously can't do in the winter. So
Right.
to have a little project like that and kind of keep yourself in that mood, in that mode, I think that's a great thing
Exactly.
to give too. So I love that. And how fun is it? How impressive is it to have someone over for a holiday dinner and you use your own
I know,
your
right?
own window
Yes,
herbs?
Yes.
So now you tie your bows here and you do so well.
I
Is there a
do.
trick?
Using wired ribbon certainly helps.
Okay.
And if you want, we certainly will make bows for you. If you are, don't want
Okay.
to make it yourself, we
So
do
if
that
you're not
as
bow
well.
inclined,
Yeah,
they'll
and-
help you.
And I've been making bows since I was probably 2. So
Oh my gosh. And along those lines, if you haven't been to Klein's before, this is a family business that has been around for over 100 years. So when Sue says she's been doing this since she was 2, she means it. This is in your blood, in your bones. You've been doing this for a long, long time, so you know your stuff. But that's why we love coming to you. You really have such a passion for this.
Thank you.
And whether or not you have a green thumb or you have less experience, it's a great place to come because you can, pick something up that's already created, or you can come and actually make it yourself, and I promise they'll make it easy for you. So what a beautiful winter container this is turning out to be. There's another one behind me that we'll show you, and what a fun way to make your house just feel ready for the holidays. So thank you so much, Sue, for having us. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much to all of our guests for joining us. Thank you for watching. That's it for Girl Talk.